Alright guys, we're live. Just give me a moment to get situated.
Stream Elements said rebeccaloran is now live. Streaming Just Chatting by Irl Updates.
Yeah, we're live. On our way to Healdsburg. Gonna go see if the network withholds. If it holds up to the rigorous needs of where I want to go for my streaming, and we'll find out eventually the most stable places to go. But until then, we gotta go exploring. We gotta at least go try. And here we go. What's up, chat? How you doing? We're live. We're on the road again. Yeah, so I'm starting this new thing where before I go live for IRL, I want to do a vertical live stream on YouTube just to get a little bit more hype. Because I know the vertical live stream pushes out to more people usually, so it's like I can kind of do an announcement, get people to show up, and then go live on the main horizontal stream, so that we can go and get higher quality video for clippable moments that might happen. And as I was talking about earlier on the vertical live stream, I'm not necessarily trying to make the absolute best content right now. Obviously that's a plus, and I am trying. So obviously that's happening. But I think there's a difference between what my goal should be. Like right now, I want to establish a consistent effort of leaving the house, get the best until you gotta be consistent, and you gotta keep putting yourself out there, and you gotta keep putting that content thinking cap on. So it's like that's what I'm doing. I apologize. I am not the most entertaining person on the planet. I entertain myself, but apparently that's not enough. Or maybe it is. Maybe I should just cultivate my own style. And just, maybe it's hit and miss. It's very miss right now. But it makes me happy, and it chases the depression away. While I'm going through like a really difficult process of I have to basically keep my hands behind my back while other people do their job, and that's frustrating for me, but I need to learn how to let that happen. And so until then, I need to focus on what I can control, which is going out on these IRL streams. That's one thing I can do while I'm waiting for these resources at North Bay Regional Center. And so until things are kind of situated and I get my own apartment and I start getting pathways towards earning more money and stuff like that, job skills, life skills, social skills, they're taking forever. It's as slow as molasses. My psychiatrist agreed with me. Said it's as slow as molasses, but you're going to get your resources one way or the other. And so I just have to trust that. And it's really frustrating because I am a kind of person who wants to be as proactive as possible. But right now, the most proactive I can be is to maintain my health, especially my mental health, but my physical health above all else. But also leaving the house, which is like physical fitness is kind of goes hand in hand. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but it is. It's easier to leave the house to do physical fitness than it is to stay in the house. And it's definitely better for your mental health. However, it is a lot more tiring. But that's how we get stronger. And I'm getting stronger every single day. Yesterday was a rest day, and that's important. Like, I took a day to just do my best to stay off social media, but obviously that's going to happen. But I think I'm doing pretty good. Like, it's not as bad as I think it is. Like, it could be a lot worse. And I did some reading. So, like, that's a big deal. And I, was recovering. Drank some milk. Letting my sore muscles just, rest and recover. But now, we're back out. We're caffeinated. We're going to Healdsburg. I'm going to have to get in the other lane. We're seeing if the network holds up. And that's part of the journey right now. But either way, I am getting clippable moments. I don't know if they're going to perform too well. Some of them are 1,000 views on YouTube Shorts, which for me is a lot. I've been getting significantly more views in my analytics. I'm getting more subscribers. So I know, but this is all relative, of course. I'm not. We have a long way to go. But I'm not trying to think about numbers. I'm trying to think about progress. Progress, not perfection, right? And so my progress is that I'm doing really well. It doesn't seem like it, but the numbers don't lie. I'm getting more subscribers. I'm getting significantly more views. And it's because of YouTube Shorts. And the YouTube Shorts are coming from these live streams. So, the fact that I'm creating a routine that can be consistent throughout every week of leaving the house and collecting footage, my streams are pretty damn watchable. At least, for me, I'm able to review the VODs and collect clips. Because that's what I do, is usually after the stream ends, I kind of rest for a while, and then instead of usually what I would do after doing something that involved a lot of physical fitness and stuff is I would rest for a while with my eyes closed, with the light off, and then I would just watch Netflix or something. But instead, I'm delaying the Netflix, or possibly even completely, because I'm trying to finish some library books. Instead, I review the VOD and I make clips. And sometimes they feel like they're going to perform a lot better than they actually do. But the fact that I'm doing that is really the whole point. The fact that I'm going through a process that is eventually going to sustain itself. Because in the end of the day, regardless of the quality of my stream, regardless of the quality of my content, the process of going through recording the stream, reviewing the stream, and making clips to be either just directly uploaded, which is what I'm doing right now, which is obviously I could be doing better, but I think right now I need to focus less on putting my energy into video editing because my content isn't that great. I need to focus on making better raw content. And if the raw content is good, then the editing does that much better. Editing is not really going to do too well for the content that I'm making. So instead, I'm going to put my energy into just going through the process of recording and then farming the clips. And going through the process of reviewing the VOD and clipping, because regardless of how much better my content gets, that process will never change. It'll always scale. I'm always going to be in a place where I'm recording videos, where I'm reviewing the video, and where I'm collecting clips to be edited. And for now, I'm just doing the absolute bare minimum of editing that Twitch. The Twitch app allows you to just on desktop it's pretty nice that I can just take a clip and turn it into a vertical clip right there. The effort is low, the quality is low, but the process is complete. To me, That's what's important right now.
Restreambot said me too. Hi Life $813. Hi, how are you?
Hey, High Life. I'm good. I'm just getting started for another exciting adventure. I'm talking about my process of going through like what I'm trying to do with these live streams and like what I'm trying to create. I'm trying to level up this hobby of streaming. I'm trying to create something that can really put out into the world more value. And I think that's like the key thing to remember, is that even though the quality of the content isn't like super top notch, it's not that like, you know, algorithmically entertaining, but I can't get there if I don't try. If I just wait until the perfect time, it's never going to come. So I'm going to repeat myself a lot. That's actually kind of normal with live streaming, to be honest. But when I go through the VOD to review it, I realized I am making like non-stop content. Like there's really not much dead space in my streams. I need to learn how to create a little bit more dead space, like in order to like kind of like allow a little bit more breathing room. I don't need to always be talking. I don't need to always be like doing something like there, and especially with IRL streaming, there's a little bit more leeway.
Hi Life $813. I miss your dancing dancer Miss Voice. Give you hugs, people hugging, love your smile, and hugs, people hugging, enjoy your video. I share live stream on my new website.
Well, thank you. I really do need to make more dancing videos. Like those perform really well. And I you know, considering like my normal performance. Like, it's all relative to myself. I'm not trying to compare myself to others. I'm comparing myself to what I already have. Dancing videos, if I keep doing those, I'm going to get significant growth on my channel. But the problem is I have a consistency issue. And so I think before I do anything, I need to resolve that. Like, you know, part of it is just doing it. But I'd rather, you know, I think I can get, right now, I think I like going hiking with my backpack, which gives us, you know, different kinds of content. A lot more variety.
Hi Life $813. I sell t-shirts. I just made a t-shirt. How about you?
Nice. You're on an alt account, or did you change your name? You were $541, now you're $815. What's going on, High Life? You moving up in the world? You sell a lot of t-shirts? And now you're making $815 a day? You were making $541 a day. Now you're making $851 a day. And honestly, I think just interacting with chat is like a big deal. Like sometimes it's like, hey, like I need to get my mind more focused on the real world and less focused, like the content is going to basically create itself.
Me too. High Life $813. Be happy, stay doing good.
Okay, I'll try. I think the content will kind of make itself if I focus on creating a sustainable workflow and just get used to like having like a daily routine of like, this is what I'm going to do for the days that I stream. This is what I'm going to do for the days that I don't stream. I'm going to like, you know, write down any ideas I have for content, if any. Right now my brain is pretty damn empty. Like pretty damn empty. I am not writing at all, but that's okay because I'm focused on doing, and that's okay. And in the meantime, I'm also reading some books and reading is good for the mind, and it opens me up to new ideas. So like, but I'm keeping vigilant in like, if I do start coming up with ideas for content, I know that I'm going to be able to capture it. It's just right now everything feels so damn empty. Like, it feels absolutely empty up here in my brain, like, honestly. But that's kind of like, when you're doing things right, that's how it is. That's just how it is. I think, like, there's this weird, like, paradox where if you're actually doing something worthwhile.
My life $813. Just moved from Colorado, now live in Florida. 813.
I thought you were in Utah. Are you a bot? It doesn't really matter. You were talking about Utah the other day. Or are you traveling? Are you like, do you travel every day? I wonder. I think like there's a paradox where it's like, if you're actually doing something that is of value, your brain is going to be so much more focused on the action than thinking about it. And I think that's why I feel so empty.
$813. Love, smile, keep your head up, stay strong.
Okay, High Life. That's what I'm going to do. Things will work out.
High Life $813. No, I'm not a robot.
Well, what if I'm a robot? Have you ever thought about that? Like, I'm actually a biological robot that was created by the government, and just everybody forgot I existed, and so I basically just ended up being a regular human. People are freaking out about like, oh, like real women are going to be replaced by AI sex dolls or whatever. It's like, dude, sex dolls already exist. Women have not been replaced. It's just like, you can't replace men either. I don't know where this idea, it just shows how people are, like how truly disconnected from reality some people are. And I took the wrong exit on accident. But it's okay. We'll get back on the freeway. Connection's still strong. That's a good sign. Hopefully it'll hold up through Healdsburg. But right now we're in Windsor. I mean, we might try just walking around Windsor, but I kind of want to see if Healdsburg works.
YouTube. High Life $813. Love you. Elbow cow asterisk 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 elbow cough 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 asterisk 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 elbow cough.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try to see if we can turn around. So I screwed up. I went to Windsor. I can't U-turn here. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Elbow cough asterisk 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 elbow cough asterisk asterisk asterisk.
YouTube. High Life $813. Sorry, Rebecca, disappointed.
I'm not disappointed. What are you talking about? I'm the opposite of disappointed. I'm proud of you. I'm proud proud of you, High Life. You're living up to your full potential. And I went completely the wrong way. This is not where I need to be. This is like not where I need to be at all. I need to do like a million-point turn. Oh. Yeah, I need to do like a million-point turn here. Okay, actually it was just a 2-point turn. Just the normal kind of 2-point turn. Yeah, I'm like driving around randomly. But that's okay. I'm not in a hurry. I mean, like, what am I such a... see, here's the thing. What am I in such a goddamn hurry for? I feel like I have this, like, constant, like...
Me too. High Life $813. Ellen Gay so happy smile.
Nice. I have, like, this constant, like, need to be, like, moving something forward. It's, like, constantly wearing me down. What is my goddamn hurry? Like, to be honest, like, I have all the fucking time in the world. If I could just slow down, I would accomplish so much more. Okay, I am, like, going completely the wrong way from where I wanted to go. But, it's okay, we'll get back to where we were. We'll get there. Like I said, it's not like I'm in a hurry or anything. We're just farming content. And for me, like, a lot of my content right now is like not super algorithmically performative, but it is helping me. Like, because I am like journaling my process. That is valuable to me. It may not be valuable, you know, to other people. It may not
YouTube.
Be great content.
High Life $813. Wear my new bikini sparkles.
Hell yeah. We got bikini time. Bikini bottom. Okay, I need to find my way back. Snoopy, come home. I am like completely off of where I was heading. But it's okay, I get to drive around and trying to collect my thoughts. Honestly, I feel like every day I'm just like, what the hell is going on anymore? Like I have no idea what the hell is going on with my life anymore. I feel like I'm absolutely losing my mind. I feel like my life is absolutely going nowhere. And it couldn't be further from the truth. Like, I am closer to getting all the stuff I need than I've ever been before. So, oh, this is not where I need to be. We need to turn around. We need to keep going until we get to a main street, and then we need to get back on the freeway.
YouTube. High Life $813. New place wearing no clothes.
Oh, you're naked? Oh my goodness. Behave yourself. I mean, we like talking about being naked here, but within reason. Greased up. Nothing like doing some car repair while naked in the garage. There's all this, like, you know, loose skin that might get caught in things while I'm doing some construction work in the house. Nothing like doing things that you shouldn't be doing naked while naked. Was that Seinfeld episode where it's like
YouTube.
The nudist?
High Life $813. Be naughty.
You're crazy, High Life, but that's why we love you. That's why we love you. It's okay. Live life, be wild, be crazy. You're keeping me company and you're making me laugh, so that's great. Okay, we're about to get back on the freeway. We have finally made my way back. Hopefully it's the right direction.
YouTube. High Life $813. So happy in my new house.
Nice. Got a new house. That's going to be me eventually. I'm going to be happy in my new apartment and then all alone. The existential dread will hit me. But then it's okay because then I'll have something to shoot for. Right? I won't feel like this absolute terrifying, where is my life going to go? How
YouTube. High Life $813. Keeping real.
Well, I guess there's a detour here. I have to go south. We're going back south. I'm trying to go north, but there was construction. So we got to take the next exit, get back on the north. It's okay, we may be lost, but at least we're staying safe. I'd rather get lost and have to turn around a few times than, go too quickly and drive unsafely. We're just taking it easy. We're enjoying what the day has to bring. Because that's all I can do right now. I am not really equipped to go seek out employment right now. I'm still waiting for the coaching and the resources. They're supposed to help me find maybe I'll start with volunteer work. I have a developmental disorder. I need to stop pretending that I don't. It's okay. It's okay. It's just reality. I have a developmental disorder, and that's okay. It just means I have to go about things a little bit differently than other people. And I'd rather do things differently and be successful than try to force myself to do something that I can't and then fail. It's counterintuitive. In order to succeed, I have to slow down. Slow and steady, just incremental progress. Make things actually happen. Instead of trying to force myself to be something that I'm not and then hate myself because I fall short. That's kind of what I'm also going through too internally. While I'm doing these live streams, I'm trying to find alternative paths to learn how to accept my disability. It doesn't mean my life is over. It's the opposite. It means I have to accept what is so that I can make actual progress. Because if I accept that I have a developmental disorder, then I can work within that framework. I can be okay, but does that mean that I can't do anything? Absolutely not. There's plenty of people with developmental disorders who are, contributing to society in so many different ways. I can do that too, but I have to accept it. Okay, we're back on the freeway, north. And we're not going to accidentally...
High Life $813. New website live right now.
Nice. I think like learning how to accept that is like what this summer is about. That, hey, like I need to let go. I need to let other people drive like that part of my life, at least right now. It's not permanent. I am not permanently letting other people control my life.
Me too. High Life $813. Give me kisses. I really like support. Heart growing, heart beating, heart sparkling, heart 2 heart sparkles, heart growing, heart beating, heart sparkling, heart 2 heart sparkles, heart growing, heart beating, heart sparkling, heart 2 heart sparkles, heart.
Thanks, High Life. I think like the biggest thing I need to understand is that sometimes you need someone. If you just broke your legs, you're gonna have to like be in crutches or in a wheelchair until your legs heal. And so, like in a lot of ways, I'm kind of I am disabled. It's just not in the same way that most people would think of. And so that doesn't mean I have to give up. What it means is I have to learn how to accept that I have certain limitations. And until I learn how to make those stronger with the help that I'm getting, that is taking fucking forever to get started. Like, I'm gonna have to let them help me. They're gonna get me into my own apartment. They're gonna have people coming to my house to help me, like with daily skills, like laundry and like making sure I stay on task and figure out how to properly budget things.
High Life $813. Meet someone at the beach. Umbrella on ground.
Yeah, everyone needs someone. And unfortunately, I don't really have anybody in my personal life who is equipped to help me. A lot of people who are in my situation might have a support network that kind of bypassed a lot of the issues that I face. But unfortunately, I didn't get diagnosed until later in life, and I had already burned a lot of bridges socially. And so now I have to start from scratch. I'm basically a child, but I'm 37 years old. And here's the thing, is I have never not been this way. The only thing that's different, that can be changed, is that I lack a bunch of social and life skills that I thought that I had, but I trained them improperly. If you train something improperly, you have to work twice as hard to unlearn them. It's like if you're doing squats with the wrong form. You might be causing more harm than good if you're doing exercises incorrectly. At least you're trying. You're more likely for people to call you out and correct it. That's the difference. Is that if you just give up, you're not going to learn at all. You're not even going to accidentally learn.
High Life $813. Date her trans.
That's cool. But you know, it's like
High Life $813. Love trans.
Okay, I mean that's good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad we're on the same page here. I think like the important part to remember is that I'm actually trying. And unfortunately, there's certain things that I can't force my way into, no matter how hard I try. And I am not giving up. I am just letting other people take the reins, even, no matter how long it takes. But they're going to get me into a new apartment.
High Life $813. She has big booty.
They're going to get me into a new apartment where I can have more independence. Multiple days a week, they're going to have somebody come in and train me on life skills, basic life skills. They're going to open up opportunities for me for volunteering or even part-time employment. And meanwhile, I have my own projects like, my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel, all my, like my OnlyFans and all that kind of stuff. That stuff can all, like, long-term, I can build that long-term, regardless of what's going on. And so I'd rather do that knowing that I am getting, like, coaching, knowing that there's, like, backup, like, I'm not alone. I'm not just, a lot of people who do YouTube and stuff, they're completely on their own. They don't have anything going on that people are helping them with. So not only am I, like, doing, like, my own thing, I also have backup. I have people who are, like, I have SSI that hopefully gets resumed within the next few months. I gotta kind of, like, really pinch. Even I still gotta go out and drive. Even though gas costs money, I still gotta do stuff to actually live life. I can't just ignore life just to save a few dollars. But that being said,
YouTube. High Life $813. Take her to my new place, going to have sex.
Okay. Have fun, High Life. Use protection. We're here. We seem to be connected pretty well. Let me park here. And then we can get out and walk around Healdsburg. Okay, I need to make sure I take in where I am. Okay. All right. Let me put you guys away for a little bit. Okay. Set up. I'm gonna go on a bike. Ready to go.
YouTube. High Life $813. I have fun.
here we go. We're out in the world. Out on another adventure. And we're in Healdsburg. Don't fall in, chat. Don't fall in. Don't fall in. Okay. Okay, here we are. You know, kind of what I'm learning to really enjoy about IRL streaming is just like the fact that I have like a reason to have like destinations to go to. And it's helping me learn that I honestly don't need to have, you know, anything else to plan something. And I think that's really going to help me learn how to live a better life.
Be blessed.
Yeah, be blessed. And I just think that, you know, no matter what life can bring, regardless of what happens with my, you know, content-wise, like, I think we need to go a different way. Oh, maybe not. Like, no matter what happens, like, as far as content goes, like, the fact that, there's like construction. The fact that I'm like going out and getting fresh air and like documenting my thought process, like that's valuable to me. Even if it doesn't really feel that way. Nice. Yeah, and you know, we're documenting the world around us, which is actually like valuable, like from a historical standpoint. Like at this exact moment in time, at this exact point of view, I am capturing this existence that nobody else is. So it's like, it has like archival value. This is Healdsburg. Oh, you really like flags, don't you? Hey, look, they got residencies from 1 million to 8.5 million. That's definitely out of our price range. Definitely out of our price range, chat. But if you want one in Healdsburg, there's a QR code you can scan if you want to move to Healdsburg. Oh, you got silk sheets? Oh, let's walk along this pathway. A nice like walkway. This like reminds me of Fresno and Clovis. I don't know why. Well, I mean more so Clovis. There's like a path just like this. Yeah, so we are 45 minutes in. So I need to keep track of how much I'm walking. Basically, I don't want to go over 1 hour of walking. One hour of walking is like solid. Okay, we can't go this way. I think because there's just too many buildings in the way. Or something. Walking on the side of the train tracks. Sheriff run me out of town. Got nothing but $1.50 and a pack of cigarettes. Hey chat, if you're really tall, you need a chair this big. That's a big chair. I just wait for someone to pass. Like, that's a big chair. Lo and behold, chat. Feeling like a bit more tired today, a little bit less silly. The other day, I feel also like I feel more comfortable in Santa Rosa area because it's like I grew up there, so it's like if I go to like places I don't normally go to, I'm like a little bit more reserved. Also, I think it's just an energy thing. Like I just don't really have like too much energy today. I gotta kind of keep it reserved. Oh, look at this. golf course and a museum. Like, I don't think we can go to the golf course or the museum. Let's see. Oh, there's like a nice like park over here, town square. Kind of reminds me of Sebastopol a little bit. Millstone, 1847, from grist mill of Cyrus Alexander, donated by Mr. and Mrs. Harry H. Wetzel and Mr. and Mr. S. Russell H. Greed Jr. Yeah, it's like a fountain. Peace. Rainbows. It's a cloud. It's a sad cloud. Oh no, it's a happy cloud because it's raining. I guess a cloud is happy if it's raining, because that's what it wants to do. It's what it was born to do. It was born to be a cloud that has rain. Is this a crime scene? Is this a crime scene? The path is getting smaller and smaller. It's disappearing. I can't count anymore. Even though the sun is not really out today, it's kind of a nice day out. Oh, look, there's some artwork on the side of the building here too. Let's wait for this person to pass by. Oh, okay. Oh. This is kind of cool. There's a car in the way. I can't get it further. Oh, it's like a, is it a wine cellar? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm glad I decided to come here today. I was going to go around Sebastopol again, but I wanted to see if we could get connection over in Healdsburg, and surprisingly we are. I wasn't able to do it just on my Xfinity network. But luckily, we got Verizon. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like I'm walking around Disneyland or something. Like California Adventure. I went there during 10th grade for band, high school band. Okay. You look fun little shop. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something about like IRL. It's like makes me feel like more excited than I normally would be. Like, even though I got like no real plan except for just to go out here and stream, like it's like, hey, like something's going on is what it feels like emotionally, psychologically. I'm gearing myself up for more healthy lifestyle. Of like finding things in life to make me excited rather than waiting for things to get me excited. Like go out and make my own excitement. That's what life is. What is this? Oh, it's kind of interesting looking. I don't know why. This is just kind of interesting. It's just something about this. I don't know why. It just looks interesting. Yeah, connection's pretty strong. At least while we stay around like central Healdsburg, it seems. Like if we start going off like the beaten path, it starts to kind of, like we had a disconnection earlier. But as long as we're kind of staying around the more centralized kind of areas, it seems to be pretty strong. Some kind of open mic. Space hosted by Spacewalker, the one-woman band. All art is welcome. Next one's August 11th. Or there's one tonight. Well, is today July 14th? Free event. Food and drink specials. We probably can't live stream. We'd have to get permission. That would be cool though. But I don't have that kind of connection. I'd have to like, if I wanted to stream that event, I'd have to get permission. And I don't know anybody there. I'd have to go without, I'd have to go off stream and talk to somebody. And I don't really feel like I have that kind of social currency. So that's kind of where my issues are right now. It's like I don't really feel like I have any social currency. Like how am I supposed to have people, build trust with people? I don't have money. If you have money, people are usually like, that's a way to buy trust pretty quickly most of the time. Like especially if it's like an event, you're like, hey, like I can like fund the event. Like they usually like a little bit more flexible with working with people who are able to provide funding, and not everybody has that, unfortunately. So we kind of have to like slowly work our way in, the old-fashioned way, build some rapport with people, but I don't really know how to do that. Like, I try, but it's just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I think just going to events is probably a good start. A little bit too short notice for today, I think. Okay, let's go see where this direction brings us. Lots of trees. still got a strong connection. Okay, we've been walking for about 25 minutes. About halfway through my walk. There seems to be a creek, but I don't know if we'll be able to stay connected along the creek. We can try. Let's just stay on the sidewalk. Ooh, a bee. Hello, bee. Be yourself. I'm guessing this train track isn't used. This must be an old, out of use train track. I'm just guessing. Just a guess. This train track seems to be out of use. I would be extremely surprised if a train came this way. I'd be absolutely... We got like a ghost train. It's kind of spooky. I think there's gonna be a ghost. This is where ghosts live. They live in the train track that's abandoned. This is kind of cool. Like, to be honest, like, we're in some kind of mystical path here. See, this is why we go outside.
Shogi explains that hello.
Hey! What's up, Shogi? We're in Healdsburg doing some IRL streaming. How you doing? Hey, what's up, Don? Yeah, we're kind of, we found this like abandoned train track. Hopefully we don't get jump scared. This isn't a video game. Testing the limits of my hotspot connection. Oh, you have to crawl through here. Okay. Well, there's... Ooh, some blackberries.
YouTube. 9 Arity Bears where you live.
Sonoma County. Hopefully these haven't been peed on.
Shogi explains that I just passed my 2-year HRT repair at the end of May.
Oh shit. That's a big deal, Shogi. Happy for you.
Would you choose the bear?
Would you choose the bear? It depends on if the bear is trying to kill me or not. Most likely, I think the bear would probably be too afraid of me. But I don't know. It's like, it doesn't matter. I mean, at least with the bear, you know what you're getting. But if you like, even if it was like, if it was a random human and not just a random man.
I remember seeing some blackberries that had been sprayed.
Oh shit.
Shogi explains that if it's a mama bear with cubs, then hell no.
Yeah, if it's a mama bear with cubs, I'm gonna be dismembered. If I'm in the woods. But here's the thing: is if you're rolling the dice with humans, most likely you're gonna be okay. But then it's like if you're not gonna be okay, you're really not gonna be okay. But even if it's not just like a bear or a man, if it's a bear or a human, that's already pretty damn crazy randomness. How many different types of people out there.
New Zealand, the most dangerous thing we have here is venomous spiders.
Oh god, spiders. Okay, we kind of hit a brick wall there. We're gonna go the opposite direction. We're exploring this train track that seems to be abandoned. At least I'm like 99.99998%.
Which you choose, you're probably fine.
Yeah, I mean, if you
know.
choose a bear, most likely it's going to be more afraid of you and is probably going to leave you alone. The actual number of people who are killed by bears is exceptionally small compared to humans, but definitely compared to men. Like if you take the possibility of, I think mostly I would be okay. At least with a human, like there's only so many things a human can do. A bear, there's only so many things a bear can do. But if a bear is going to attack you, you're done. If a human's going to attack you, you're probably not as, it depends on the situation. It's a risk. But I think it's like, either you take a risk that is pretty much like, if you choose the bear, you're most likely going to be okay. But if you're not okay, you were definitely 100% dead. But if you pick a human, it's a lot more risky. But if it is bad, you at least have a chance of survival. So it's like it's a gamble you got to take. Like if we were living in some crazy situation where you had to pick that, like if it was some magic, like some genie showed up, like you can have 3 wishes and you don't have a choice, you have to do one of these 2, and I'm gonna give you 3 wishes if you survive. Like if you don't survive, then you're dead. So but if you're given a choice, and you're not given a choice, you have to make one of these 2 choices. Like a genie says, I'm going to put you into a question.
Yeah, I can't have you walk down the track.
Oh, I can't go down here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the pathways.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
We gotta go. We can't explore these train tracks, chat. It's probably just too risky, too much of a liability. I mean, so here's the thing is, if you have to pick between, like a genie says, you have to pick either the bear or a random man. Like, at least with like a bear, you're probably about 99% going to be okay. In the 1% of times that it's not okay, you're fucked. But if you pick a man, you're basically just rolling the dice.
Too many ghost trains, probably.
Yeah, it's too many ghost trains. If you pick a random human man, you're probably about like 75% okay. And then that last 25%, it's variable. Like a certain percentage of those, you're 100% fucked. And then a certain percentage of those, you're only 1% fucked. Because, I mean, you got to take into account, there's going to be people that are dangerous that you're just stronger than. You're able to outrun them. You're able to overpower them. So, I mean, that's kind of a better risk to take, I think, because then you have more control if it goes wrong. Whereas if it's a bear, if it might be 99% of the time you're going to be completely fine. But that 1%, you're fucked. You have no choice. Like, if it's going to attack you, you're done. It's like that 100 men versus a gorilla thing, right? Like, most of the time gorillas are pretty docile, but if they're going to attack, you're done. Like, because that's how they are. They're built that way for a reason, right? Like, yeah, we can film from the side here. Yeah, I think that was the, I don't know.
I'd never be able to overpower an aggressor. Cis men are way too strong. My only chance is to run away.
I don't know. See, here's the thing, is that's only a certain percentage of the people. See, most of the time you're going to be pretty much okay. Like, most people, I think most people are not bad. But if you're only going to factor in the people who are going to be aggressive, the number of variables are much more in your favor for human males than they are for a bear, but the chance that a bear is going to attack you is much less. So it's like you have to take that, you have to decide which one is, are you more willing to roll the dice, or are you more willing to take the chance that if you do roll, you're more likely to roll an aggressor, but you're more in control of the situation. Like, your physical health is more deterministic against a human than it is against a bear. So if I were to roll the dice and I had an aggressor, then there's a certain percentage chance that the aggressor is, like, physically unfit, right? Like, it's some dude that eats Doritos every day and eats Burger King, and he's aggressive, but I can outrun him. So I'm going to be fine. Right? I think I would rather take that chance. And also, if somebody's aggressive and I have other tools at my disposal, like, I don't have to just fight them. What if I can offer them something? Like, you know, maybe they're going to try to, maybe they want something sexual from me. I'm like, you know what? Is like, would I rather do that or get beaten up or killed? You know, but there's going to be people who have, like, out of that percentage of aggressors, there's going to be people who have weapons. You know, so it's like, it's really risky. You're kind of rolling the dice, but I think, like, if you're going to roll the dice, you know, have a mix between randomness and control. Whereas with a bear, you're kind of like, you're just taking a risk, because it's like either the bear is going to completely leave you alone and be afraid of you even, which is like 99% of the time, or it's going to be aggressive and completely dismember you. So to me, that's a risk that, like, if there's 1%, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing about 1%. When I went in for my surgery, there was about a 1% chance that I could have died. So I've taken a 99% chance before. You can only do that so many times, though. You know, 1% is not as small as it sounds. You know, I wouldn't go in for a 99% success. I mean, we do that all the time. Like, honestly, there's a much higher chance that you're going to get killed just leaving your house than there is to go in for the surgery that I got. So most of the time, we take those kind of risks all the time. So then that kind of leaves me with the bear. Because if it's a 99% chance I'm going to be okay, well, then it's like, well, that's pretty damn good odds.
Oh, wow. 1% for which surgery? Both of them.
Well, for when I had my vaginoplasty. Are you aware of that, Shogi Explained? 15 months ago, last March 28th, 2024, I had my vaginoplasty. And I'm feeling, like, a lot better. I feel like life is worth, like, so much more. Like, life is like this field now. This is what life is now.
You got that in FFS.
Yeah, I got FFS back in 2023. Out of both of those, the vaginoplasty was more risky because it's closer to like vital organs. But even then, compared to a lot of surgeries you can get, it was pretty damn safe. 1% risk, which I also really mitigated because in order to get the surgery to happen, I had to basically cure diabetes. I was like freaking out because the doctor, it was going to happen November of 2023. But instead, my doctor saw my A1C, which was up to like 7.2, which is still not crazy high, but it was too high for the surgeon to feel comfortable. And so he said, I'm going to unschedule you until you can get your A1C below 6.9 or below. And so I was freaking out. I was feeling like my life was over. But I picked myself back up and I worked really hard. I went out for at least an hour of walking every day. I limited my diet to specifically very strict regimen of like in morning and evening I had oatmeal and peanut butter with collagen powder and cinnamon. And I would only eat like bananas or oranges or apples, like fresh fruit, carrots and celery for snacks. I even got rid of popcorn. And I would have one big lunch per day of ground turkey, like basically like 3 servings of ground turkey, like maybe like 1.5 pounds. I don't know. Like 3 servings of ground turkey, a whole onion, big giant spoonful of minced garlic, and cover the whole thing with kale. And pepper and red pepper. And I would cook that once a day. I would eat the whole thing. And that would be my whole protein and all that stuff for the day. And then I would have like, just the celery and carrots for snacks. And I would have an hour of walking per day or an hour to 2 of bike riding. I think I did some rollerblading instead or running. Either way, I was getting at least an hour of physical activity, like cardio, a day. And I was doing headstands, shoulder stands, and plow pose, yoga, all inversions. For some kind of resistance. I wasn't really doing anaerobic. I was pretty much only doing aerobic exercise to regulate my blood sugar. Stevia also in the oatmeal. Stevia is known, like stevia and cinnamon are known to decrease insulin resistance. I was taking my normal amount of insulin, but I was also taking additional insulin, which I normally don't do because it's kind of dangerous. But I had nothing to lose, really. I had only had things to gain. I was checking my blood sugar like 20 times a day. way more than I normally would. I don't use a consistent glucose monitor because I have like an adhesive allergy, and I was having like more problems than it was helping with. And also because I was monitoring my blood sugar much more than I normally would have, I was taking too much insulin. And it was putting me in lower blood sugar much more often than I should have been. I think it's much better if I just take normal amount of test strips. I was testing way more than usual though. I was like really micromanaging my blood sugar.
To go get lunch. Have a good walk.
Yeah, I'll enjoy lunch. I was really like micromanaging my blood sugar to like the point where I got my A1C from 7.2 to 6.7 in a single month. And the surgeon, unfortunately, because it was December at that time, I had to wait until around February before I got back on the schedule. So I had to maintain that strict regimen for quite a while. I don't know where my A1C actually ended up. I'm assuming it at least stayed around 6.7. It may have gone lower. I may have gotten it all the way down to 6. I have no idea. I will never know. Because they didn't test my A1C after that first time. They got it and they're saying, oh cool, you're good to go. They thought it would take me several months. My doctor said he believed in me, and I performed in 4 weeks. I achieved a medical miracle. Okay, A1C is not easy to lower. If you're aware of diabetic issues at all, it is an average of your blood sugars over the course of 3 months. And if you go from even like a few decimal points in a single month, is extremely hard to do. Like even 0.1 points in a single month. I went down 0.5 points in a single month. Like, I am pretty damn proud of myself. Pretty damn proud of myself. It got me my surgery. And it made it less likely for there to have been problems. There was a slight issue post-op, but I dealt with it. Doctor had like no worries at all. There was an issue because I was dilating the wound instead of the canal for about a week, or at least a few days out of one of those weeks. And so I had to put gauze with like medical grade honey and, stop dilating that, obviously. But it healed up, it closed up. I still have some slight issues, but it's slowly going away. Like, it's just some slight discomfort from like long-term scar tissue. But, that goes away, It's already kind of going. It's already proven that it's doing better. So I don't really have anything to worry about. We're not going to go to the skate park. Maybe another day. Let's head back. I think it actually kind of is time to head back, and then we can get back in the car. Yeah, one of these days I might go rollerblading in the skate park. Not today, though. First of all, because I don't have them, but also we're working on kind of long-term fitness goals right now. I'm not particularly ready to do that level of fitness. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't want to risk injury. Definitely not ready for the skate park. I'd have to work on rollerblading on straight lines again on flat land before we go into a skate park. In good time. And it could always be a part of the stream, you know, capturing the adventure. You know, but like I worked really hard and I got the A1C down. It's also, a lot of it was because of Perplexity AI. I did relentless daily research. Like relentless research on how to lower my A1C. That's how I got the conclusion of the onions, the garlic, the kale. Like you have to pick a super green, like either kale, broccoli, or spinach. I picked kale because it was just the easiest. I didn't have to like chop it up. Spinach would have been just as easy, but I kind of like kale because it seemed to have a lot better nutrients. Also, I think it was slightly better at lowering your A1C when I did the research, but only like so significantly smaller. But I was min-maxing to the extreme, okay? Like, I was like, we are going to do every single thing we possibly can. The most beneficial was the physical exercise. Like an hour a day of walking, that was like the most I could do to lower my A1C. But on top of that, the change in my diet was the second. Even though my diet was already pretty damn good, I was like, I need to step it up like 10 notches. Because I wanted to get on that surgery schedule. I'm trying out this path. Maybe we can get back kind of roundabout, but I actually don't know where we're going. So this is all kind of an adventure right now. It's like we're in a video game. Too bad we couldn't walk along the train tracks, but I can see why, you know, the officer didn't want me to do that. I don't know if he was an officer or a ranger or something like that, but you know, he was just it's probably a liability to have people you know, pedestrian traffic on that. Like, I was like a crazy person with how much I was min-maxing my A1C, my sugar levels. I could not maintain that long term. Like, I was just, we need to get to the surgery at all costs. And I really fucking worked hard at it. And it paid off. More so than just getting back. Because in the end of the day, it's your own body that is doing the healing. The doctor can start you. The doctor can perform the surgery. But if you're not physically fit, you're going to have a lot more risk. But, you know, the reason we got into this whole conversation in the first place was because it's like, I actually think the bear is a better choice. Because if 99% of the time you're going to be okay, and 1% of the time you're just outright dismembered, completely dead, that's better odds than just going out for a walk on a trail like we are right now. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but that's better odds than what we're doing right now. Like, right now, we're at so much more risk for having our lives ended than if we took a 1% chance. Like, 1% is, like, significantly better odds than going out in your car to go for a drive. like, I think it's only, like, 0.5%. Or something like that. But even like 0.5% better to have a 1% chance than it is to, like, I think it's like a 1.05% chance if you go out driving. Like, even that is like, I don't even know. I don't know the exact numbers. But what I do know is that we take insane risks every single day that are significantly worse than the odds I did for the surgery. And so if, like, the number of bear attacks that end up with a with fatality or dismember or any kind of bear attack is like, I think even less than 1%. But like, let's just round it up to 1%. If the chance that you're going to get attacked by a bear is 1%, and that's the same percentage chance that I had about having dying during my surgery or having serious complications during surgery, I think dying was probably even less than 1%. But I've already taken that kind of risk, and we take risks every day. So yeah, maybe that is the better option, honestly. That's like, I kind of spent like an hour talking about all that. Yeah. I'm gonna try to, I have to try to find my way back to my car. I think we should be fine. Let's go back on the trail. It's just because it's nicer. Let's go back the way we came and then go from there. Because I can at least figure out where I was if I just retrace my steps. Plus then we get to go along the trail some more. Yeah, it's kind of a nice trail. I know. See, the real reason people make the bear versus a man, quote unquote, debate, the only reason, here's the real reason people bring that up, is because they want to get people outraged. It has nothing to do with statistics. Like, obviously we could have that discussion like we just did, but that's not the real reason. People just want to make people angry. And it's also to get the point across of how terrified women are of men. And a lot of men, instead of trying to understand, they will just get defensive and say, why would you pick a bear over a man? It's like, well, maybe there's a reason. Have you ever thought about that? Like, it's not about, like, you know? It's, like, about, like, men are fucking scary. And I don't even know the half of it, because, I mean, even when I was assigned male at birth and perceived as male, I was still terrified of men. Because newsflash, men are pretty scary. And they mistreat people, especially women. And obviously, I will never know what it would have been like to have been assigned female at birth. And even going through the life of a trans woman who was assigned male at birth and perceived male, even with that, I was still pretty damn scared of men. I was very negatively impacted by men. Very traumatized. And I don't want to get too much into that because it's a little personal. But needless to say, I was pretty goddamn traumatized by men growing up. And I was assigned male at birth. So, like, it's a little bit scarier now, because now I'm perceived as female. And I'm only just figuring out the tip of the iceberg of that, of the reality of that. That, like, it's like finding out Santa Claus isn't real. Which is, like, you know, at least it's real now, right? Like, now I'm living in reality, which is good. That was the whole point of going through HRT. That was the whole point of going through surgeries, was so that I could live in reality. However, it's very important to realize that there are a lot of things you will never understand until you actually start living as female. And even then, it's like tip of the iceberg. I'm still finding out. It's very scary. And you have to add there's multiple layers to it, because there's the fact that I'm perceived as female, but there's also the fact that I'm transgender. So those kind of overlap. There's a lot of nuance, and I don't think playing Victim Olympics is a really useful sport. Nobody wins. There's no winners in the Victim Olympics, and I don't like trying to think about life that way. But it is a real thing that you have to kind of add it all up together. Like, it's not just misogyny, it's also like transphobia. And sometimes there's like a double like overlap. Sometimes it's outright transphobia, sometimes it's just outright misogyny, sometimes it's both. Because a lot of the times I really don't think people would know I'm trans. They just see me as female. And before anybody points out, like, obviously nobody is always 100% attractive all the time. There are plenty of people who are perceived as female that are not what you would call a 10 out of 10, okay? That's not the point. I don't know why people are so fixated on passing equals fuckable. I'm pretty damn fuckable, though. But I don't know. I just think it's kind of a hey doggy. I just think it's kind of a useless train of thought, to be honest. I try not to think about it. I try to just live life and see, and whatever happens, it's the only reason it's happening is because it's happening. I don't like to think about why it's happening, because in the end of the day, nobody else is me. And so whatever happens in my experience is strictly mine. And I don't like to think about, oh, well, maybe it's because I'm female. Maybe it's because I'm trans. Maybe it's because I'm etc. I don't like thinking about it that way. Nobody wins the Victim Olympics. And so instead I try to say, you know what? If somebody's acting like an asshole, that's not on me. That's that dude or that chick or that person, whatever. If somebody is being a complete asshole to me, I don't care why they're being an asshole. I'm just going to get myself away from that person. Or I'm going to do my best to protect myself. Gesundheit. But yeah, it is something to think about. Yeah, let's just think about something else. I got a little bit taken out of the moment there with that conversation. Let's just focus on the here and now. Like, look at this beautiful environment we're in right now. Like, this is awesome. We should be fine from the blackberries. I don't think we're gonna get poisoned. take this all in again. Like, that's crazy. Sometimes you just gotta stop and just take life in, you know? I think there was a lizard. Look, a Christmas tree. That's the tree we're getting this year. It's humble, but it's ours. Maybe sit down for a little bit. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's have our get a bit caffeinated and then get some water. I got some caffeine guarana drink. Oh, it tastes like ass.
Jungle League player said, hey guys, less than 3.
Hey, what's up? You're a jungler? I play Shyvana. Well, I haven't really played League in a while. But last time I played League, I was playing Jungle Shyvana. That's like the most experience I have. Well, I did play Ashe ADC. And I also played Sona support. And I also played Ahri mid. But actually I was learning Lux. And I was playing Riven top. But I'm terrible at top. Absolutely terrible at top. Especially Riven. She has like a strong, pretty steep learning curve. But I liked her style. I liked her escape ability too. Like, she had a lot of escape movement ability. But so little defense if you got screwed up with like Mordekaiser. This guarana drink is nasty. I didn't have any drink to mix it with, so I just mixed it with water. Tastes like dirt. It's okay, we got a dose of caffeine to pull us through and get our full workout. Let's get some regular water. Gotta stay hydrated. Hotspot seems to be doing pretty well. Okay. Oh, God. Yeah, that was nasty. Yeah, I think it's Pretty beautiful day out. And we're getting our steps in. I think just like even taking like a few minutes to just, you don't have to always be like, roughing it. Like taking a few minutes to just rest. Yeah, we got this whole world out here, it's like, it's so easy to like get stuck in certain ways of thinking, and like kind of like the stuff that we were talking about earlier, like it's a lot easier to distract yourself when you go outside, because it's like you realize all that stuff, it's good to have these conversations, but there's also a bigger picture. And I think it's so easy to forget that when you're stuck in your room and you're crying in your room, because it's just like you don't have anything to pull you out of it. It makes the conversations more meaningful because there's a bigger picture, there's more context, there's like, it's not that you're ignoring the big problems, it's that you're allowing yourself to see more nuance. And I think that's like the importance of like why to go outside and get exercise. Besides the obvious like physical fitness benefits to mental health, just having like something to keep your mind working on different problems rather than staying stuck on the same problem over and over. Like clearing your head. It's like really important. Welcome back, High Life. Yeah, we're recaffeinated. So, yeah.
High Life $813. I'm feeling better now.
I'm glad you feel better, High Life. Hope you used protection. Oh, there's like something going on over there. There's a lizard. Or maybe it's just me, because there are obviously a lot of people who kind of have one-track minds, who get really stuck on like, political activism, or what they call activism, which is basically, in some people, it's just screaming at people. I don't feel like that's activism. But there are people who get plenty of exercise and go outside who are still like that. So I think I'm just kind of a well-rounded person, which makes me a little bit more boring content-wise. But I'd rather be boring and then have long-term promise of, I think long-term development as a content creator is much more important than going viral is so short-lived. It's like the true successful content creators build something really deep over time. And I'm still working on that, but in the meantime, it's an adventure. Doing these IRL streams is a huge part of my development, not only as a content creator, but as a person. And as a streamer, that means I get to like kind of experience like these moments and capture them in a way that most people don't. Like, yeah, it's nice to experience things on your own, but it's also kind of nice being able to capture it for, creating the potential of content. But either way, my goal isn't necessarily to make, top tier content.
$813. I work for DoorDash.
Oh yeah? How's that working out? I know I've tried DoorDash before. It was really difficult for me because it's like I was putting myself at much more risk by driving than it was worth the money I was making. Because and I would spend a lot of money on gas. I feel like DoorDash and like Uber and like Uber Eats, I feel like that's only like really good if you have a really fuel efficient car and you have to really plan ahead. And I just wasn't there. Like I just wasn't really able to do that. But it's okay, I'm replanning my life. And I'm having take a few steps back so that I can take more steps forward. So right now I'm kind of in the taking a few steps back portion of my life while I'm gathering my resources. So I need to just stop thinking about the future so much because there's so little I can control right now. But what I can control is what I'm doing right now. This is what I need to be focused on, going out IRL streaming, focusing on the here and now, because that's going to be what's going to get me through this necessary step while I'm waiting for resources. Okay, so now we need to head back this way. I think I know how to get back to my car. This is where we were when we were told to get off. Giggity. When we were told to get off the creek, off the train tracks. I look tired. I just had some more caffeine. Well, maybe that's how much I'm tired. That even with the caffeine, I'm trying to get myself more physically active. Sometimes caffeine is pushes you more. And also, here's the thing is by doing IRL streaming, I'm creating all sorts of little moments that I can't really appreciate until I look at the VOD later. Just little teeny tiny moments that you wouldn't think are content. That's kind of the thing about it. Even just me pressing the button there is somehow entertaining. You can't really think too much about it. I think content, sometimes people overthink it. It's more of an intuition. There's more kind of raw information that you can't really intellectualize. Some things are just good content and there's no intellectualizing it. There's no reasoning. It just is. And so it's by putting yourself out there, you're more likely to capture things
hands, sanitizer.
Asterisk, 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 elbow cough. Yeah, I basically just gotta find where I started. I think we're on the right way. There's really not many places in Healdsburg, so there's a lot of side streets, but once you're on the main streets, it's like pretty obvious. It's kind of a small town, but it has a lot of like natural like deviations. There's a lot of residential areas and nature areas, but other than that, like, there's pretty small main street. Happy joy, 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 happy joy. Happy joy, happy joy, happy joy, happy joy, happy joy, happy joy. All day IPA. If you're drinking IPA all day, kind of got to make some yeah, if you're drinking IPA at all, you kind of have to make some better life choices. But, you know, to each their own. And also, like, sometimes people drink. And when you do, you may as well, you know, when in Rome. Either you do or you don't. When you're not, you don't have to always be doing something, you know? Interesting decor.
I like $813 drinking vodka.
I hope you're having fun, High Life. Antiques. Yeah, it was like an old retro TV. I think it was more for decoration than anything. I don't even know if it was real. It may have just been decoration.
I like $813.
Let's kick it, old school. Old school. Represent kicking it old school. A Druish princess. That's kind of cool. Must be a kosher deli. Spaceballs 2 is going to be coming out, I think, next year or 2027. SoCo low waist shop. Redwood Theater Company.
I like $813. Very lipstick and makes nice feeling like gluten free.
Yeah, I'm glad you're having fun, High Life. You gotta feel free. Nobody should stop you, you know? You can make the light. I think we're getting closer to where I parked. Ooh, that's a nice outfit. I can't afford these things. Now next week I'm gonna go thrift shopping. I might get some new outfits. Look, we got some sculptures. I don't know if I'm allowed to show this on stream. They were nude, but they weren't really nude. They were just sculptures. Okay, we're back at the main. I think we're getting closer to my car. Ooh, look, a little rock here. A little secret little rock. Believe. Believe. You must believe. Oh, gotta help out. Okay, close it. I'm doing our part. The Healdsburg Plaza. That's Sonoma County Transit. Good old Sonoma County Transit. Veterans and students ride free.
Wait. Wait. Wait.
It's a bee. Hi, bee. And there's a fly. You're the largest moss wall in America. That's some nice things. Sidewalk sale. fall in. You're in Florida? I'm sorry. Not a very trans-friendly place. On the map of places that are safe for trans people, it's a straight up all the way like dark black. Like on a scale of like death. It's like the worst place in the United States to be if you're transgender. California, I think the best. But maybe not. Maybe there's actually safer places, but pretty sure California, especially the region I live in, safest place to be if you're trans, and this is where I live. I live near like near San Francisco. Like this San Francisco area. But it's particularly like the Sonoma County and like Russian River, like particularly Guerneville. It's like this one of the like safest places in the United States. In that big chair. We're back at the big chair.
YouTube. My life $813.
You hate Colorado? There's a lot of places I haven't been in the United States, so it's like I can't really speak from personal experience. I can only listen to what other people have talked about. Most people seem to be having a hard time being trans in the United States, but honestly, I think like I need to find out for myself. I might actually be able to build bridges. You know, I intersect on a lot of different demographics. Maybe not a lot. I guess being a trans woman who's autistic. But like I think building bridges is where like I think that might be my dharma of trying to just live life and bring people together rather than pushing people apart. And I know there's a lot of trans people who want to just kind of isolate themselves, but you should be wanting to build bridges. Like make the world better for everyone. And by proxy, that makes the world better for you. Like, I think in general, if I learn how to just exist and not care too much about politics and not dismiss people before I've even met them, I think that's the best I can do. And build bridges. Don't build walls. Like, I think, like, giving people a chance. Obviously, if people are going to be hateful and bigoted and all that kind of stuff, if people are going to be assholes, you know, that's a case-by-case basis. But I'm not going to go into a situation assuming that people are hateful. I'm not going to go into a situation assuming that because somebody is, like, from a certain demographic, like they're white Christian or anything like that, I'm not going to be... That's doing the same thing that they're doing to us. That's not helping anybody. And so I'm going to give people a chance. Try to build bridges. Find the things that we have in common rather than the things that set us apart. Because I think there's a lot more that people have in common than they have, you know, that are different. Yeah, you're definitely a person. I'm definitely a person. Everyone's a person. This is kind of cool here. The preserve. Yeah, there's like a crazy like rock. Oh. All right. And we're back at the car. Where are we going to go next, chat? The world is our oyster. there's something going on with the zipper here. Stuff is like this falling out. I'll fix that later. Okay. Okay, we're back in the car. You having fun, chat? I hope so. Walking around Healdsburg. Let's go home. Maybe. Okay. Let me plug in. Plug in the hotspot as well. Okay. Yeah, I need to fix the backpack too. There's a zipper that's like this morning, it got stuck in itself, and kind of need to just, if you unzip it and then zip it, kind of fixes it. It's one of those issues where it's like it gets caught in the fabric and then it just kind of undoes itself. Okay. I don't want to rip it because it's like literally the bottom of my backpack. Okay, yeah, that's good. I just hate when things look like they're gonna be broken. I don't like spending money. Yeah, we have a pretty active stream today. Where are we gonna go next?
YouTube. High Life $813. Trans 2026 transgender flag 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 transgender flag.
Nice. Okay. Get my glasses on. I might need to get something to eat. I don't know. There is a McDonald's here. I kind of want to avoid getting McDonald's. Okay. I could just make my way back home. I'm making my way downtown. I can make my way back home and
YouTube. Happy joy, 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 happy joy. Joy, happy joy, happy joy, happy joy, happy joy, happy joy, happy joy.
Or we can go more north. I don't know if we want to go north. The more likely our network is gonna disconnect. So let's just see where the day takes us. Let's go this way. Not that way. we may or may not disconnect. I think we're going to need to turn around. Here, let's... Oh, I can't go that way. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I kind of want to turn around. I want to get on the freeway.
YouTube. High Life $813. Love your t-shirt, love your smile. I hope you have a sexy today. Throwing kisses, heart 2 hearts. Elbow bump asterisk 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 elbow bump.
Nice. Yeah, embrace the chaos. That's kind of what makes live streaming so great, honestly, is like random TTS chaos. Like, it's great. You know, it's like I'm not completely on my own. Like, I'm bringing my little digital world here with me. I'm not just driving by myself. I'm also driving with, the stream. Like, that's kind of great. Like, to be honest, like that, I really don't think there's much better, way to live life than to be a streamer. I think, obviously there's lots of things that are off stream that are great, but most of the time, I don't think people have, insanely great lives. I think most of the time life is boring, and in those times it's great to have something like a live stream to fill the a little bit more. And I think it's I really don't see a better way to live life than to add streaming into it. Adding streaming into your life is so interesting to me. There's a Carl's Jr. here. Yeah, let's get a Carl's Jr. Here, let's see. I got 2 for $5. Grilled cheese breakfast. Oh, that's our breakfast. 2 for $8.99. Mix and match. Yeah, let's get some Carl's Jr. Get some protein. We did a big workout, and we're probably going to do another workout after I digest. I'm probably going to go out for another walk. Because we got to burn off all these calories. We're going to be going to Carl's Jr.
YouTube. High Life 800. Go. I support you, awesome person, greatest body.
Hello.
I'm so soft.
What kind of service?
Just give me a minute. Okay, I'll have the spicy chicken sandwich.
The sandwich or the combo?
Just the sandwich.
Okay, anything else?
Actually, I will have the... How much is the combo?
$10.31.
No, I'll just have the sandwich.
Okay. Sandwich, anything else?
I think that's fine.
Okay, $4.49 at the window.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Also, I had to make sure I had my wallet with me. I'm I hope so. I had to turn you down so you don't embarrass me. Hello.
Okay. You want the receipt today?
No thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been streaming for 2.5 hours. We've only used 1.4 gigabytes. Yeah, we got like 166 hours at this bit rate per month. And that's not counting streaming from home. I have unlimited data at home from Xfinity. But honestly, like, I feel like I'm way more encouraged to go out IRL streaming because I have a lot of data.
High Life $813. Slap ass Rebecca, please folded hands. So faded Dinkin Beers being let's take sex pill. Please don't judge me. I appreciate you, Rebecca.
No judge. Yeah, we're having lunch. Having a spicy chicken sandwich at Carl's Jr. I'm trying to just, like, you know, not be so strict on myself all the time. That it's okay to just, like, get lunch. Like, go out and, you know, enjoy the day. I don't have to have, like, some big, giant, crazy plan. Like, we can make the plan.
Me too. High Life $813. Please don't judge me.
I don't know why you keep saying that. I never judged you.
Tracer P said your YouTube chat is wild.
Yeah, High Life is a bit crazy. But we love High Life. Like, High Life. We love High Life. Like, you know, they're a bit crazy. But, you know, that's kind of part of the live stream adventure. Like, we got random people in chat going crazy and wild. It's all part of it. I'm all for it. Like, express yourself, have fun.
Bot said YouTube. High Life $813. Just kidding. Rolling on the floor, laughing, 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 rolling on the floor, laughing. Tracer P said, but did he slap it there? JK tears of joy.
I have no idea. I'm just embracing the chaos. We're having some Carl's Jr. right now. Got a spicy chicken sandwich on the way. We already went for like an hour of a hike with the backpack, and we're taking a lunch break. Then I'm going to drive home, regroup, and we're probably going to go out for another hike. I got to burn those calories. I mean, we're having a spicy chicken sandwich. That's a lot of calories. Okay. And I'm super caffeinated. So we gotta use up that energy. Thank you. Okay. Can't take a left here. Only go right. Doesn't make any sense.
Restreambot said, me too. High Life $813. Fill inside my trans body.
I need an adult. I am the adult. Okay. Yeah, let's get up here. And let's have some lunch. Okay. Spicy chicken sandwich.
YouTube. Highlight $813. Cold sweat smile, 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 cold sweat smile.
Well, this is pretty good, but honestly, feels like kind of a scam. But it's okay. It's part of the fun. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think it's because of inflation.
YouTube. High Life $813. Hard on fire, 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 hard on fire.
I don't know what it is, but it's just like inflation or something. Like fast food is not what it used to be. Like, to be honest, like I spent $5 for this. Like, come on. Something like this used to be like $2. Like this straight up used to be like dollar menu stuff. I mean, maybe it's just inflation.
YouTube. High Life $813. Kinky, 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 kinky. Sal, per ask my new girlfriend trans.
Well, either way, you know, it's like not the best lunch, but it's lunch.
YouTube. High Life $813. Elbow cow asterisk 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 elbow cough 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 asterisk 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 elbow cough. YouTube. High Life $813. So happy for you eating lunch.
Yeah, you know, it's not the healthiest. There's some quick calories so I don't pass out. Okay.
YouTube. High Life $813. So beautiful, love your face hard.
Okay, let's figure out where we're going next. I mean, trying to fill out the day can be kind of difficult, you know. And I want to try to spend the whole day without going home. Like, that's my goal.
High Life $813. Wish I could help you out with money for real.
Don't worry about it. This is a hobby right now. I'm not doing this for money. I mean, that would be kind of dumb. Streaming is not really a good way to make money for like the vast majority of people. I'm actually spending money. It's a hobby, and it, you know, maybe one day it can make me money, but we're not trying to do that. It kind of ruins the vibe, to be honest. I have other ways to make money online, but I'm just not focused on that right now.
High Life $813. They want to help you out.
Yeah. And, you know, I appreciate it if it's possible.
High Life $813. I appreciate your live stream.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, but just don't hurt your own bank account just to help me. But if you can afford it, then, you know, I definitely appreciate it. Every bit helps. But I have other ways to make money online if I wanted to make money, and I'm not really choosing to engage in that right now. I'm not really focused on making money. I might need to soon because my SSI is paused right now, but I have enough money for a few months before I have to worry about that. And my money is probably my money faucet is probably going to turn back on before then. But if it doesn't, I can start getting back to doing some camming. And I can earn some extra money.
High Life $813. Okay, I'll do tomorrow.
Yeah, we can either go back to Santa Rosa. Like, trying to figure out how to fill the day, because like it's like most of the time I just stay home because I don't have any ideas on like what to do, and like, you know, there's more exercise to be done, but more than that, I think I need to find ways to fill the day instead of just staying home.
High Life $813. Do you like Rob Zombie?
Rob Zombie? Burn all the witches and turn on the Dracula. Burn all the witches and turn all the ditches and turn. Dracula. Love it. We might just go to the JC again, the junior college, and find some place in the shade to just kind of hang out for a little bit. I'm trying to learn how to just hang out and not always be doing something. Like when I leave the house, my psychiatrist actually kind of talked about that a bit. I need to talk more with my therapist about it, but my psychiatrist was telling me to try to just like find ways to leave the house but also rest. Because right now I kind of have like an on and an off switch, and that's not really good. Because what I'm doing is I'm either resting at home or I'm leaving the house to go do something active. Like going for a hike or going to an event. And it's like I need to learn how to just go chill out in the world. And so like I'm going to try to do that. Especially with the IRL stream, like I think bringing stream with me is like a good compromise, because then I don't really need as much of an excuse, because I don't need to wait for someone else to hang out with. I can hang out with you guys, and it's a little bit less lonely, because I don't really have anybody to hang out with. Everyone's busy. But at least I have you guys. And we could just kind of hang out and just enjoy the day. I think I have my umbrella with me in case we can need to sit somewhere where we can find somewhere to sit on campus probably. Always hike around campus, or we could, let's stop in Windsor and find somewhere to hang out there. Nah, I think I need to go to a place I've been to. I think going to the campus is good. Starting to feel like a little bit empty inside again. I'm getting like some weird like existential crisis right now. I feel like I'm like there's no point, but there is. We're alive, there's a beautiful day, and it's perfectly normal to just do nothing and enjoy the day for what it is. I don't have to go home and go crawl into bed just because we've already been active. We need to learn how to do something that's inactive but outside of my house. I need to learn how to enjoy the day regardless of where I am. Because right now my brain connects rest to only going home. And I need to be able to be like, hey, I can be active outside of the house. Like, in the end of the day, like, the only thing that's changed is the physical geographical location. Nothing has changed about life. It's that I can exist anywhere. And I need to learn how to.
$13 new Cash App.
It's $Rebecca-Lauran. So $Rebeccaloran. That's my Cash App. I appreciate anything. Don't break your bank, but obviously, you know, more money is better. I'm not going to complain about money. But I appreciate you being here, High Life. Making me feel a little bit less alone. Making me smile. It's always worth it.
$13. Okay, welcome, awesome. Revolving hearts, revolving hearts, revolving hearts, revolving hearts, revolving hearts, revolving hearts. hearts, revolving 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 hearts.
Revolving hearts. Thanks for the hearts.
YouTube. High Life $813. I am biggest fan on channel Rebecca.
Well, I feel the love. Do you feel it? Do you feel the love inside? Do you feel it? You know, I'm still just kind of like surprised I'm able to do IRL streaming. It's taken a long time for me to get this set up properly. And the fact that I can drive while doing IRLs, like, that's crazy. Like, we have so much more opportunity, like, options now for doing content. Like, we have the whole world, basically, in our hands. I got the whole world in my hands.
$813. Love, 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 happy joy, sweetheart, sweetheart, sparkling heart, 2 hearts, heart growing, heart beating, heart, heart, sparkling heart, 2 hearts, heart growing, heart beating, heart, heart, sparkling heart, 2 hearts, heart growing, heart beating, heart. YouTube. High Life $813. Cat orange whistling T 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 orange whistling. Biggest fan, respect you, Rebecca. Elbow cow asterisk 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 elbow cough asterisk 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 elbow cough asterisk 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 elbow cough asterisk 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 elbow cough. Wash hands.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like take a nap, but we need to get to a place to chill in some shade.
YouTube. High Life $813. I support your live stream. Smiling face, full score, running dash, sign of the horns, clenched fist, thumbs up, smiling face, full score, running dash, sign of the horns. YT, 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 asterisk, 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 Inga red number on Inga red number on Inga red number 1.
Having like a bit of a crash. I might have to go home. I think it's okay to accept it. I need to go rest. Oh God. I think it's okay to need to go home. I'm a bit tired. Everything's kind of starting to catch up to me. We went on a big hike.
High Life $813. Peace, world, globe, joy, your awesome day. Talk to you later. Peace, victory, hand, medium, skin tone. Finger red number on Inga 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 red number 1.
Well, I appreciate you, High Life. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I don't think I'm quite ready to go past a few hours doing IRL right now. I think that's perfectly fine to accept it. We've already gone almost 3 hours. Like, that's a big deal. Even though it doesn't feel like it. Like, I don't have to spend the entire day streaming. Although I would like to be able to go out of the house and stay out. It has nothing to do with the stream. It's just my personal limit. Is like I can only leave the house for a couple hours before I start to feel tired. But we're going to get there gradually. That's part of why I started IRL streaming. Is so that I can kind of like force myself to like have a reason to leave the house. And over time I'm going to get stronger. So, you know, I'm kind of documenting my journey with you guys of trying to leave the house more. Trying to get myself to be able to go leave the house more. Trying to get myself to be able to accept that I just have to go home and go take a shower. I can't push myself as much as I would like to right now, and that's perfectly fine. I need to learn how to accept it. I don't have to always be pushing myself. I was going to go to the campus and just like kind of set up under the umbrella and just chill outside, but it's too much effort for me right now. Because it's like then I have to manage the stream and I have to, I don't really have to, but like, you know what I'm talking about. Like I have to worry about the environment. I have to worry about like if there's people around me. I have to like worry about I have to like, it's summer. I don't actually know if there's still summer classes going on. I don't know if the campus is even has bathrooms open. So it's like then I have to worry about the restroom. Like there's so many things that are hard to explain to people who are not autistic. I'm trying not to use that as an excuse, but it's very real. And just because I overcame a lot of those autism issues to get my surgeries doesn't mean I have to always be pushing myself to the limit, okay? Like, it's okay for anybody to feel tired and to need to go home. Especially if you deal with autism issues, okay? Like, I'm perfectly fine. I did good today. We had a really good walk. I hung out with the stream. I potentially got some good clips. Maybe not. But, I'll review the VOD later and we'll see. But for now, I think it's good to just go home, take a nice shower, and take a hot and then a cold shower, and then just take a nap. And that's perfectly fine. I'm not doing anything. I didn't fail just because I need to do that. That's not a failure. It's just recognizing when I need to rest. That is actually a really intelligent thing to do. Means I'm aware of my body and my limits, of when I need to take a break and stop the stream. I don't have to always be keeping my brain active. When I turn on the stream, it kind of puts me into a different kind of state of mind. And it's hard for me to keep going, especially when I'm also out in public. But it is making me stronger. Even though it's difficult, it is pushing me beyond my current limits. Out in public, but it is making me stronger. Even though it's difficult, it is pushing me beyond my current limits. And streaming, nobody's forcing me to do a job or do a job, or you need them to. You need them to. There's probably a lot of people that just think I'm some delusional person doing this for no reason. It's no, you don't understand what I'm up against. You don't understand what I am, what I've tried to fix my executive dysfunction. You don't understand what I'm up against. You don't understand what I'm up against. You don't understand what I've tried to fix my executive dysfunction.